Good morning everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this daily update on Bitcoin. And finally we can actually be a little bit more bullish on Bitcoin because over the course of, the last couple of hours and the night for me, so I did not directly experience it, but the night was a roller coaster. We first of all had a massive drop, which right now most price action is actually can be derived to what's going on in the Middle East, right? So we got some bad news overnight, and then earlier this morning some relief that maybe retaliation would not come after the strikes. So that caused the price to rally. Now, that means that right now, obviously yesterday we already briefly talked about the possibility of Bitcoin getting a little bit more bullish because we had some sort of a fake out right here below 61,000. In the end, we did hold 60,000, which is obviously also a strong psychological support level. But a bit of a fake out, reclaim here of 61,000, and then later in the day also a reclaim of 62,100. So those technically, I mean, that already was a little bit of bullish confirmation. So right now we are continuing some of that. Well, at least right now, like I said, I mean, it's mostly moves based on news. But what you can see, and that's what I've also always told you in the daily updates I do on Telegram, on Discord, which you can join for free, by the way. Do that, a lot of value, and you can also ask me questions. I cannot always respond, but I try to. What I've always told you is that the main thing you should watch is the open interest. And so far, I'm not convinced yet, all right? I don't think Bitcoin can sustainably get bullish from here if the momentum looks like this, if the open interest looks like this, all right? If this continues, so if we see some sort of a continuation, some sort of an uptrend from here, well, that's interesting, all right? Because then we can actually potentially break above our main resistance level right now, which is 65,000. And if we break above that with momentum, so if we break above that while the open interest is going up, then that's interesting. And we can actually get some more bullish momentum up to 67,000. And ultimately for now, my main price target is 69,000. So yeah, that's kind of the main thing I'm watching, all right? Over the course of today, look, it is possible, all right? If we actually have a decrease in unrest in the Middle East, that's bullish for Bitcoin, or at least nowadays it seems like that's the most bullish outcome for Bitcoin. Sometimes people argue that Bitcoin is more correlated to gold, which sometimes is true, but in this case we've seen the evidence that it's not. So fundamentally it's possible, and then apart from that, purely technically, I would still say that Bitcoin is bearish. All right. We've broken above the 28 EMA right here, but we have not broken above the 50 EMA. That still holds as a resistance. And so far, that's also still holding a resistance quite well. So that's some sort of a light bearish confirmation. And the open interest is not doing enough. So I would say that I still think it's most likely that we will drop back down. All right, so that we will drop back down to 62 and 61,000. And I don't necessarily expect a crash, but it's a possibility. That's what I think is most likely, but due to the fundamentals right now in the world, I would say, but also because it's a Friday, which sometimes can be a counter trend day, and the trend this week has for sure been bearish. So that's another factor that's giving me a little bit of hope. Due to that, it is possible that we break above 65,000. So keep your eyes on that. Keep your eyes on that. Keep your eyes on the open interest. If we see positive developments there, we can get some more bullish momentum. Some price alerts for me are also going off, so that's relatively positive as well. But then it's possible. Bitcoin dominance right now is dropping down, so maybe we can see some altcoins doing well. But I will cover those in other videos. All right. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.